Hi, I'm Christopher
Hi,
Sapp.
everybody. This is Bob
Hey guys,
Bergen.
this is Stephanie Shea.
Hey, I'm Veronica Taylor.
Hey, everybody. This is Billy
Hey,
West.
guys. I'm Ryan Colt Levy.
Hi, this is Kyle
Hi,
Aber.
this is Kira Buckley.
Hi, I'm Jameson Price.
Hi, I'm Sean Chiplock.
You are listening to Two Dads.
You're listening to the
Two Dads.
Two dads.
Two dads.
Two dads. Two dads.
Two dads.
Two dads.
two dads.
Two dads
And
and
a
a
podcast.
podcast.
A couple of dads on a podcast.
Yes, I feel powerful.
Welcome.
Here we are.
Yep.
We're here again. So I feel like we're constantly talking about Star Wars, but when I look back, we've only done like one Star Wars based episode. And so we're
specific to Star Wars. Now,
Right,
we've had
we're
Star
fixing
Wars
that
things
today.
mixed in with various stuff, like when we did the
I bring it up
fictional
as much as
swords
possible.
and a few
The
of the
ships.
other stuff. Yeah, the ships.
Spaceships.
So we've had
Yeah.
some Star Wars related content, but we wanted to do something
Not
specific
enough.
for it.
No,
And
because guess what's coming out? You know, we've got a whole new series. We get
man, the High Republic stuff,
and
and with Obi-Wan and all the new content on Disney Plus.
yeah, now's the
I'm
time.
hyped.
It's
I'm
the
hyped.
time. So what did you? Oh wait, what are we doing?
What are we doing? Well, I'm glad you asked, friend.
I challenged you this week to top 5 lightsabers.
Top 5 lightsabers.
That's what we settled on. Now, we didn't necessarily limit it to canon fodder.
Canon, non-canon.
You kind of said, let's leave the comic books out of it. I'm like, hey, how is anybody going to know how great
So-
comic books are if we don't bring the comic books in? And then I chose 0 lightsabers from comic books. So
well, that's the
You're
thing.
welcome
Like,
there.
I wasn't exclusively, like, explicitly taking away the comic books. It was just the ones that are in the comic books that are notable. They're in
turns
the
out we
animated or
have-
the movie media as well.
yeah.
So they're already
here we
present
are.
in more popular media.
So what did you start out with?
I started off with something, honestly, it's not a super awesome lightsaber, but when you
Yeah,
saw it
yeah.
the first time, it was. And it's more because of the person who wields it, and it's Yoda's lightsaber.
Oh, nice. Yeah. His little stubby.
His little, yeah. So the model, it's specifically called the Shoto.
They call it
It's
the
a Shoto,
but I think his
lightsaber.
was just a mini lightsaber, you know? Because the Shoto is more like Ahsoka Tano and stuff where it's deliberately small. His just
was deliberately
proportionally-
small because he's
No,
small.
it's proportional to him though. So is it a Shoto or
Technically,
is it,
it
just
is.
a Yoda-sized lightsaber?
Look. The answer to that is yes. Just yes. But
I've always been a big fan of the green. I
Yes.
love it.
especially, with your little green Yoda, and he's wielding this, little green lightsaber, and he's a badass with it. He is just incredible with this thing.
Oh man, when they finally let him go ham in like episodes 2 and 3 a little bit, I mean, just spinning all over the freaking place. I don't know how Frank Oz got them puppets to spin like that, but it was pretty fucking sweet.
When you are alive for what, 700 plus years, you learn to be pretty good with your craft.
Right. No, for sure.
And I like the lightsaber itself. It is simple. It's a very simplistic design, and it works so well for Yoda's character because
much
he's
so,
not
right.
flashy. He's not, except when he's using it, he gets a little flashy. But him as a character, he's a simple, easygoing character overall, and that's his lightsaber reflects that.
His journey to creating his lightsaber and getting his kyber crystal from these icy caverns. It's all it's a very interesting story. I'd love to go back in time and explore that in some,
And
Disney.
He
sort of
had
content.
more than one lightsaber too.
Most have.
Most people
Yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah,
Because
and one of those people was my number 5, Luke Skywalker's green lightsaber was built because
nice.
he drops his lightsaber fighting against Darth Vader.
Another green. I appreciate that you went green.
Yeah, I love the shape of his lightsaber, and it's an homage to his master, obviously Kenobi, but it's a little more slick and it's all silver. It looks kind of steampunk, but the story behind his lightsaber tells the story of his period in time. He's got nobody to teach him. So how's he he doesn't know where to go to get a kyber crystal and all this. He makes a synthetic crystal, which up to that point was mainly only done by the Sith. But so he did all like finding and having to make this shit out of with not much guidance, and he does it, and it's badass. When he busts it out on the Return of the Jedi, it's super fucking cool. You've only seen the blue lightsabers up to this point, and he comes out with a green one, and it's like, whoa, fuck yeah, I love green. It looks cool. So it's that's as deep as I go with it.
Yeah, I mean that's 90% of why I picked my entire list is it looks cool. And that goes doubly for my number 4 because it is a double saber, but it can be split. It's a Asajj Ventress.
Oh yes,
it's her
curved handled
S-looking double saber, and it's so awesome. And
and of course,
I love hilt. Yeah, I love Darth Maul's double saber. Don't get me wrong, that was in my top 5 when we did fictional swords. But what really stood out for this one was the curved blade. It was just so much more unique, I feel like. Yeah. Having that curved hilt, not blade.
Obviously,
curved hilt.
Her mentor or her master was, Count Dooku, who
second. Her master was Count Dooku second, because she was a Jedi at first. And that's part of that's the other part of why I picked these, is the story behind what they are and how they were made, and the characters wielding them has just as much to do with the lightsaber itself as the design. So Kai Narek was her Jedi master, and then
but she gets these lightsabers from Dooku, and hence
his hilt is that curved hilt, and he was on my runner-ups because of that curved hilt. His was the first curved hilt you see in the movies, so that's the first experience you have with that in the main media, and it was awesome. It was just really cool looking, having this very unique curved hilt
for sure.
Then we get Asajj, who doubles that, and then she can connect them together and have this kind of, saber staff with a curved middle, and it's just awesome. It is just really, really cool looking, and I love it.
So my number 4 is Ezra Bridger's lightsaber.
Oh, nice.
It's another one where, it just shows the time it was built, because it's got a pistol built into it. Like, it's fucking
his was really unique,
and it's just made by a guy who's been constantly having to defend himself his whole life. So why wouldn't you build a pistol into it? Now, obviously, this isn't the one he uses through his entire lifespan, but it is very fucking. It looks pretty cool. It's, like I said, super functional. Ezra Bridger is a badass Jedi.
Oh yeah,
through his life, and I just love how it. Like you said, it's unique to him. It's unique to his personality through the timeline, how he had to grow up in life.
His whole story was really, really good, honestly. The animated series are fantastic when it comes to the Star Wars universe, and there's so much more information and so some really cool designs that I almost feel like wouldn't have been good if they were live action first.
I'd totally agree with that.
Well, we're on to number 3, and mine is a very unique lightsaber in the context that it is the only one of its kind, so it is truly unique. And it's the Dark Saber, the only Mandalorian lightsaber in existence ever made. And it was wielded originally by Tar Vizsla, who was the only Mandalorian who was inducted into the Jedi Order. And then, of course, there was this big falling out and everything, but this one is in there strictly because of how badass it looks. It is a black blade.
I can help you out with that one, because like my number 3 was also the Darksaber, and I'm a big fan of the Darksaber.
Oh yeah,
I'm an advocate for it.
It's so badass
they brought
looking.
It into the Mandalorian, because we had it in Clone Wars.
We did. And it was even wielded by both Jedi, Mandalorians, and Sith at one point. Like, it's all over the place. Maul, no longer Darth Maul, because, he's not technically a Sith. You get cut in half and you lose the Sith part of your name, I guess.
That was the Sith half of his body. That was the evil half. It had the genitals. Once they got cut off,
he started thinking with his other head.
So you got, we end up with the House Vizsla, and we get, like you said, passed around quite a bit through the ages. Like, the right way to pass it down is, you have to win defeat in battle
Yes.
the owner of it. And we get down to where we're at now
With
where the
Mandalorian, Din Djarin.
and it just keeps coming back up and coming back up. I loved it, the story with the Death Watch in the Clone Wars timeline section cartoon with Pre Vizsla.
Honestly, that whole element of it passing to who you defeat, it's along the same lines of the Elder Wand from Harry Potter, where you have to defeat, you don't have to kill them, but you have to defeat the person who is wielding it and you inherit it. The whole concept of that is awesome, but the blade itself is so unique. It actually looks like a sword, not just a beam of light. And it's black, and in some depictions, it's almost see-through with this white glow around it. It needs the white glow or you wouldn't really be able to see it very well. But it makes it wholly unique, a super cool looking thing. And the hilt has a traditional handguard on it and everything.
And it makes a much cooler little higher pitched sound.
And it's one of the only ones that isn't just a straight blade, like a straight bar of light. One of the other that is like that is my number 2. And this one is even more unique, honestly, I feel like, because of its origins, and it's the Yasaburo family heirloom lightsaber from the Visions series.
Yeah, the Vision series was pretty fucking cool.
It's Star Wars anime. How much cooler can you get? So
a lot of shit came out of this series that was fucking...
It was awesome, and I can't wait to see more. I cannot wait to see more of this. And this lightsaber, where it becomes wholly, like, truly unique, is it literally, the blade itself is literally a katana blade. The hilt to it looks like a traditional Japanese katana hilt, and it is amazing looking. I absolutely love it. It's got the red tassels on the bottom. It's got, you know, the blue, like, swirly cloud design for the hilt part of it. And the blade comes out. It's this very light blue, almost like a cyan. And it looks like a katana. It looks like a light katana. And
yeah no shit.
Honestly, I don't know a whole lot about it. There's not really a lot of information about it besides one episode with Ocho and Lop. And that's it. You get this one episode with it in there, and I haven't even seen the episode, to be honest. I just look, when I was looking this stuff up and I found this, I instantly fell in love with it.
Like, ooh, pretty.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, oh my goodness, this is so nice.
No, it's a fun fucking series, man. And my number 2 also comes from the Visions series.
Oh, nice.
My number 2 is the Parasol lightsaber, which was just badass. Okay. So I'm assuming you haven't seen this episode either. So pretty much we're at a duel here, and this is the Ronin episode where all revolves around the Ronin. So it's a lightsaber that you have in an umbrella frame, and it shoots out other lightsabers around the umbrella. So you can spin it like a parasol and use it as a shield. But what I liked
that's obnoxious.
In the scene was she folds it and then fucking Mary Poppins somebody through the chest because it's got a spike tip. So she Mary Poppins it, pops it open with the fucking lightsabers again, pulls it out, and is using this because you can unattach to the paracel attachment, which was a weapon feature that was created by the Ronin, who she is now fighting. And it's just,
oh geez, I need to watch this.
It's so fucking cool.
that is ridiculous. I love the way you described it. She Mary Poppins a dude through the chest.
If I'm not wrong, I think like the Kyber crystal in this you can kind of see, but it pretty much, the Kyber crystal, there's one that sits at the top and it redistributes the lightsaber out through these 8, I think, attached, I guess.
So this is a Sith wielding this, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's Sith behavior, yeah. And the Ronin was also a Sith.
Oh.
At this point in time, he is the Ronin, so he's unaffiliated. But it's very cool, and this slick, like fucking badass looking female Sith comes out and just chimneys everybody on the battlefield.
I really need to watch this. That sounds amazing.
Yeah. It was a badass fight scene. If nothing else, just look up.
Up the fight scene.
You can look up the fight scenes on YouTube too.
Well, I mean, it's on Disney.
I watched
Plus,
it again
so.
for shits and giggles because I was like, I gotta fucking watch this shit again. I love it. The visions there were so many cool aspects, like the rainbow lightsaber on one of the Visions episodes. So
nice.
It's not a rainbow lightsaber, but it's a multicolor sort of lightsaber.
Interesting.
It's pretty sweet.
There's some really, really cool lightsabers out there, but
none of these are our number one though. What's your number one?
My number one is it's a pair of lightsabers, and they are very simplistic.
Is it the same as my number one?
It very well might be. They are white.
Yeah, okay, they are.
Yeah.
The fulcrum.
It's Ahsoka Tano's white lightsabers. And
the fulcrum Ahsoka is the best. Honestly, and the story of how she got the kyber crystal is fucking cool as shit.
Oh, it's fantastic. You know, she takes them from the sixth brother, who's an inquisitor. Well, yeah, she kills an inquisitor. She takes his
on accident, but it still happens.
Yeah, she takes his Sith, red kyber crystals and purifies them. And when you purify a red kyber crystal, it turns white.
As she's trying to take them from his Inquisitor's double-staffed lightsaber, she accidentally kills him. Which is just kind of
accident. We'll air quote that. We'll air quote that.
I like how her sabers, which you have it is the Shoto style, except for this time. One's longer than the other.
One is a Shoto, one's a standard.
And they're curved hilt, which is
the Shoto one. The shorter one's not unique. As curved, but the curve works so well with her fighting style because she oftentimes wields them backwards.
She uses that
in a very different style of fighting.
That's what she does, and it's badass. They look very like ninja katana blade-esque, the hilts.
They do. The diamonds on them, and I like that they're kind of opposites of each other in color too. The longer one has the lighter color diamonds with darker around them and a lighter color full hilt. And the Shoto, the shorter one, is kind of opposite. I like that effect of it. I love how she wields them. And I am excited to see more of them because when she shows up, big spoilers, if you haven't seen The Mandalorian, go watch it. What are you waiting for? It's been out for a little while.
Well, you could have saved yourself by when she shows up in the cartoons as Fulcrum.
Sure,
and then you could have just spoiled the cartoons.
Sure, but honestly, when she shows up and the white sabers turn on like in the dark in The Mandalorian, that was just a badass scene. And seeing them light up, and exactly who it is when she shows up, and it was just so sweet. So, and I also really like how the lightsabers are depicted in some of the different animated media, where some of the later animated stuff, they're really thin blades instead of like the big like round that we're used to seeing in the older ones. Yeah.
And a lot of this is because they kind of chose the white because she's not a Jedi anymore, and she's not a Sith. So she has no allegiance. So they gave her this cool color. It's super unique. Not many others have it, unless you're talking like video games.
Well, that and
you can,
like I said, the only way to get white is to purify the Sith kyber crystals, the ones that have been bled, essentially,
which nobody's ever thought to do yet. But they sang out to her. What are you gonna do? They vibed with her. She's like, I feel these. I'm gonna take these. I love the video games, especially the Old Republic. There are so many amazing lightsabers you can get in those games.
Oh yeah, there's some really, really cool
They're all
lightsabers out there.
customized. So yeah, you got
You don't
the
really have a
two-tones,
specific.
You got the tritones, and I just love the combination. There's some really really cool like pink, white, and yellow one that's white core with a black outline and then like a red glow that comes off looking really fucking sweet.
See, there definitely are some really cool ones. One of my runner-ups that it took me a little bit to kind of decide, and I almost didn't have Yoda's on here, but then I was like, man, I'm going to have 3 different Sith blades, and I don't want 3 different Sith blades.
Right.
Was Kylo Ren's blade. Kylo Ren's blade with the hilt blades, it was unique when we first saw it, but they've since added that in, and in the lore of Star Wars, his isn't the first hilt blade.
No.
It was, and those designs were even wielded by Jedi.
They took it as sort of this concept. So a while ago, they gave you like this on kind of lava, like on fire lightsaber, and how they got that effect as a Jedi is you offset the kyber crystals, and this sort of spewed extra energy off the lightsaber. So like if you're attacking somebody and they blocked you, it would slap you in the face with some like extra
residue
like, energy. Yeah. And so they kind of put that into this movie, except for what they had was his kyber crystal fractured, and so it put out extra energy, and so
and that's also why
it came off extra hot, which is why they ended up
it had it didn't have the smooth edges crossed up the blade.
Yeah, and that's why they had to have the cross, was to alleviate the heat off of that. But yeah, it's not a new concept. It's kind of been around. I love dual kyber crystal lightsabers like Darth Vader also, where you can swap the kyber crystals to make your blade longer or shorter depending on how you're fighting. There's this other lightsaber where it's a dual saber, but you can only have one activated at a time, and those were 2 different sizes. That's kind of cool. The Kylo Ren double saber that flips out to a double saber going, yeah, man, this is really going to suck for anybody listening because I'm
spoiling so much.
No, but like they can't see what I'm doing. They can't see my hand motions telling you which direction the blades are going.
Well, they will on YouTube.
If they're Star Wars nerds, they already know.
They will on YouTube at least.
So the Kylo Ren dual saber in the 3rd movie, where it's 2 next to each other, and so you can flip it out and have like the Darth Maul style. That's really fucking cool. I love lightsabers. I need to buy me a really really nice one.
And honestly, we're getting some really really cool ones from the High Republic too. Yeah. Like Buryaga, what is it? Agaburi from the High Republic.
Bless you.
Yes, thank you. It honestly looks almost, the hilt is almost medieval in appearance, of like a hand and a half blade. And it's so cool looking, but we're just getting into it. So we don't really know a whole lot about these kind of blades and what they are. I want to see more on it. I want to see more of what's going on and the stories behind them. Now this one, again, runner up, but I don't know as much about it. I need to get into more of the High Republic stuff. This one was a Wookie Jedi Padawan.
They had a Wookie Jedi in the Clone Wars as a Padawan. It was in Ahsoka took them on a mission to retrieve their kyber crystals, and David Tennant played the droid that helped them assemble their lightsabers. If you ever like get super feeling super nerdy, go look up the back in the olden days of Star Wars, the like prototype lightsaber that was it looked like a great sword, and it was like metal that actually went up and then it lit up all the way to the point. That one's really cool looking.
There are some really unique ones. There are some really cool ones, and we would love for you guys to let us know what yours are. What's your favorite lightsaber? Even if it's in the extended universe that's no longer canon, tell us. Reach out to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all at 2dep2020. You can email us at 2dep2020@gmail.com.
Yeah, and if you're watching on YouTube, give us the like, subscribe, ring that bell, young whippersnappers.
Yeah, so you get notifications when we post videos. Every Friday at 10
What
a.m.
that's for?
Yep, every Friday at 10 a.m. is when we're going to be uploading the new episodes, so keep an eye out. And
Next time on Two Dads and a Podcast.
Next time on Two Dads in the Podcast, we are going to rank our 5, count 'em, 5 favorite scenes from Morbius.
are there even 5 scenes?
That'll be our shortest episode. We'll be canceled after that. We don't even have sponsors or anything like that, but we'll be canceled anyways. I
will eventually watch it when it hits a streaming service.
I don't think I will.
I probably will.
But they pushed the Batman up again, so it's even 10 days sooner than they originally said. It is going to be coming out. Well, actually, by the time this gets posted, it'll have already been out.
Nice. Yeah, I'm so excited. That was so good. So
such
good.
A good movie. I can't wait to
watch it again. Oh, for sure.
And again.
For sure.
Yeah.
But we are thinking of doing some more Marvel stuff soon, so keep an eye out and ear out for that. Maybe we'll do some more Marvel, maybe some DC. There's lots of good stuff coming out, and keep listening. And until next time,
keep
guys,
watching.
Thank you so much for listening.
Until next
and
time,
watching.
Thank you. Only you can prevent forest fires. Love you guys.